When was the first time you seen the power of Suge Knight?
Oh, bruh. Okay, the first time was probably that incident I told you where the two guys ran and told me, fuck that popcorn, Suge want to talk to you. I think that was the first. But the first one, the real one, remember I told you Kevin Lewis had been telling me that Suge couldn't wait to meet me and they were setting up a meeting or whatever like that. And when I did go out that day in front of the studio and I handed him the card, then I sung for him. Then I sung for Suge. Then he asked me eventually, man, who brought you up? And I told him Chuck brought me, I said, yeah, but I've been coming up here writing for Kevin. I'm writing for this act he got, CG. He said, you writing for CG? So he already knew who CG was. I said, yeah, I'm writing the lyrics. I'm here with the Emotions in the morning. Remember that group, the famous group, the Emotions?
Right.
They were meeting there in the morning. They were more like her background and advisors. And so I'm working with them every morning, and I'm doing all the lyrical stuff. And I told him, I said, yo, I meet every morning with Kevin Lewis here, and me and Emotions, we working with CG. And I'm the one that's writing that stuff. He said, you writing that stuff? I said, yeah. And he told some girl in the hallway, man, tell Kevin Lewis come to my office. He asked me to follow him. We went back to his office. Kevin walks in. He said, yo, yeah, Suge. And he said, Suge go to introduce me. Like he introducing me or something, man. Yeah, Kevin, this is my boy D. He said, oh yeah, I know him, Suge. We've been. D told me he been writing for CG. Yeah, well, I was gonna let you. Shut up. He said, first he told him to apologize, cause he had been telling him this is his shit. He doing this shit. He told him to apologize to D, cause you know damn well you wasn't telling me about woo and all that. And then he told Kevin Lewis to stand in the corner.
A grown man?
A grown dude. This dude about 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", heavy kind of. I mean, he ain't heavy, but he's not no small guy. He ain't skinny. And rest in peace. He passed too. But he tells him to stand in the corner. And that's when I really first saw his power. Like, you just made this dude stand in the corner, shut up, apologize to D, and stand over there. I was like, man, that was deep. That was a lot. There was a few other incidents that happened where I could see his power, but most of them were in meetings, with these meetings you hear about.
Tell me about that.
Okay. There was a meeting when he's walking in. He's popping this dude upside the head. Some dude, I don't know who this dude is. He's popping him upside, but he's doing it quick. He's like walking. The dude's right in front of him, and we coming through the door. He pop him. He got a cigar on the other hand. Pop him again. And the dude's like, man. I'm looking across at this girl named Shar. It was another producer we had named Shar, their female producer. And I'm looking across at Shar and just trying to see if she see it. Like this dude. Then he told the couple of his guys, his bodyguards, guys, he tell them to rough him up, nothing in the face. Nothing in the face. And they take off on him or whatever. And then later in that same meeting, that's the one where the guy is auditioning, and then he gets not even a whole sentence out, and they take off on him, right? The dude is walking around the studio. You gotta remember, Suge got this TV in there, this big TV, and it has different pictures of different places in the studio. So Studio A, the parking lot, and this screen has different other screens in it. So you could see all around the studio. Look. So we looking at it and they watching it while we in this meeting. And this dude started walking around going, like looking in this room and doing this whole kind of stuff. All the way to the point where he was right outside the door and we in there having a death row meeting. Everybody's in the meeting. And they said, open that motherfucker. Who is that nigga? They don't know who he is, right? And they open the door. Yeah, what's up, man? He said, who are you? The dude said, I'm a rapper. He said, you a rapper? He said, so if I asked you to rap right now, you could rap? Or somebody, you could get your ass kicked, or if you rap? He said, can you rap? He said, yeah. Man, he said, well, you got your chance right now to rap. And man, that dude went to get one sentence off. He never finished, he never rhymed, he never got, he said, he said a couple of words, man, and OFTB took off on him. Suge, I heard it said that by Kurt that Suge didn't hit him. OFTB took off, like, bah! And snot went all across the side of his face. And he never finished that. Right? That was that. So so that was another incident where the violence or whatever like that, or Suge, his power and stuff. Because everybody was always looking to please Suge. It was almost like people were racing to be the one. I'll kick his ass, Suge. I'll do the whatever it is. Seemed like people were like excited to be the one, yeah.
So that's some of the stuff Suge Knight would do in meetings. He was like slapping grown men in the back of the head.
Man, Suge, yeah, man. And ain't no other way to put it, man. That's how he entered that particular meeting. He entered going upside the. But see, it was like weird, brother, because it was happening, and I'm still saying, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Because he really popped it. I know it. I just saw him pop it, and he walked a few more steps. He popped him again. I'm saying, man, I know. I look across at Shar. I'm looking at like man, I know you see this nigga's popping this dude inside the head, though. And it was weird because you just wasn't expecting it. So yeah, that's what them meetings was like.
Sam Sneed, what's the backstory behind that incident?
Wow, man, another Sam Sneed, man. Man, 24 years he been getting kicked in that ass, man. He got kicked in the ass, man. What happened was we in a meeting, and Suge turns this, like, was it a screen or something there? But it's showing Sam Sneed's movie. A video he had just did. And he plays some of it, and then when it ends, he goes off into this thing about, was you in the movie? You in the movie? Was so-and-so? He said, look like ain't nothing but New York niggas in this movie. He said, who paying for the movie? Who paying for the video?
Yeah, the music video, yeah.
Yeah, he said, who's paying for the video? And Sam Sneed say, Death Row? He said, who you signed to? Death Row. He said, but there ain't no Death Row niggas in the video. This all New York niggas. And while he's doing that, Pac is walking up to him. I don't remember word for word what Pac said to him, but it was real short, and then he just took off. Pac standing with his hands to the side, and he started letting loose on him. He went to the ground, he got up, and Pac let loose again. And Suge had like this ornament or something in his office. It was a red ornament. Sneed was trying to get up under there. You know, like he was trying to get out the way, man. That's what he's trying. It was a lot of thunder happening, man. And if now everybody say that the Outlaws jumped in, or if they did, that's probably was why he was trying to get up under that thing. It was a lot of stuff happening at that moment. You know, like blah 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 blah, and he was trying to get up under that thing, man. You know, trying to get out the way.
So while Tupac was, you know, taking off on him, what was Sam Sneed doing? He wasn't trying to fight back or anything?
Hell no,
or?
he wasn't trying to. Dude, he didn't even look like he didn't look like he was even rolling his eyes at him or nothing. He's like he just I guess he accepted that that's what it was. You know, he didn't know. He didn't even attempt or like even make an angry face or nothing. He accepted what was happening, and that was that. It was over like quick though, man. It was you know, and that was it. You know, he look at one moment he's trying to get up under the thing, and stuff ended. That was it.